Hello YouTube, back again. Going to be doing a second review tonight, and it's actually another review of a couple IPAs, not just regular IPAs found here in Ontario. I'm going to be looking at two IPA offerings from the GTA, starting off with Boneshaker from Amsterdam Brewery out of downtown Toronto, and Headstock IPA from Brook Brewery. I believe they're from Burlington, Ontario. Now, as of a year ago, I wasn't the biggest IPA fan. It really was Nickelbrook and their headstock that really got me, I guess, hooked on the style. It's rare that I'll actually go out and buy my weekly allotted beer and not pick up at least a couple headstock IPAs. Great summer beer, great camping beer as well. Now, both of these rank in at about 7%. The Nickelbrook is right on 7, and the Boneshaker is 7.1. So they're they're a good deal above your standard macro loggers for ABV. The the Nickelbrook actually lists their IBU on the can at 80 IBU, so that's up there. That's fairly bitter. And from what I can tell, I don't actually see a listed IBU on the Boneshaker, but I imagine because of the percentage and because I've had this before, it's in the same ballpark. Um, Price wise, the Boneshaker's a little pricey. It's about $3 for a tall boy, and headstock is about around 280, 270 to 280, so a fair bit cheaper. They list hops, ingredients. I'm not going to go over that. I'm just going to open them up and see what they look like. Let's start with the Nickelbrook. Let's go for a pour. Into my Flying Monkeys glass. Wow, I got absolutely no head off of that one. Agitate that up a bit. Hopefully get something going. Alright, now for the Boneshaker. Smaller glass, not sure if it's going to fit. It's going to be close. Beauty. She fits. Only just. Alright, color wise, hopefully you can pick that up in the camera, but the Boneshaker is a darker amber hue, a little bit of orange in there than the headstock. Both are unfiltered, not seeing a whole lot through there. Can't see at the moment, but I'm sure there's bits in both of these offerings. Head-wise, of course, Nickelbrook, probably because of the pour. Half a finger, if that, worth a head. And about the same on the Boneshaker. All right, let's go for a smell, starting with the headstock. It's got your typical, the headstock has your typical IPA aromas, what you think of when you picture an IPA. It's got that piney, resiny bitterness, a bit of fruit, but more on the bitter side. So think your white grapefruit, your almost like orange zest kind of smell. Spilling beer at the moment. And the Boneshaker. So, to be honest, I'm getting absolutely nothing off the Boneshaker. Strange. All right, carbonation. Can't really tell in each because they are hazy as hell. So I guess we're gonna go for the taste. Let's start off with the headstock. Cheers, guys. Bitter. Bitter, but it also has a sweet. I'm gonna say it starts off bitter, but it has almost like the like a tropical sweetness, tropical fruit in the background. The best way to describe the first sip is, I'm going to say orange or lemon grind, like that really tart, bitter, citrusy kind of flavor profile you would assume or you would pick up from chewing on, say, the peel of an orange. Again, though, it finishes much sweeter. Great finish, easy drinking, light carbonation. At 7%, it's higher ABV than your standard, I guess, session ale, as an IPA should be, but very drinkable. I just reviewed previously, a couple videos back, the Pale Ale by Brook. That's their naughty neighbor. I did a little comparison between it and Optical Illusion from Flying Monkeys. And while I enjoy both, I definitely prefer the full-on IPA, the Headstock, between those two. And at 7%, who can complain, right? All right, let's give the Boneshaker a try. Cheers. First thing I notice, it's less carbonated, less of a carbonation bite than the Headstock, and it doesn't start off as bitter. It's almost got like a sweet fruitiness in the forefront, kind of like how the Headstock finishes. Starts off sweet. There's almost like a sourness to the middle. Like I want to say almost like a lime juice kind of sourness that really kicks in, gives your palate a little shock. Or then finishes on kind of like a malt undertone. I didn't pick up on the malt so much with the Headstock, but definitely here with the Amsterdam Boneshaker, it's definitely noticeable in the finish. Even though they're the same ABV. It's slightly higher at 7.1. I would say this is actually an easier drinking beer, just because it's less crisp than the Headstock. So IBU wise, I'm going to assume, just based on my taste profile, that the Boneshaker is actually less than the Headstock at 80 IBU, just because it's much easier to drink. It doesn't quite have that long-lasting, crisp bitterness, but who knows? Again, my internet's out. I can't go online and see how this compares to the Headstock IBU wise, but that's my impression from first sips. Now just having them back to back, although Headstock has been kind of my preferred IPA for the summer months, I do quite enjoy it. I am actually preferring the taste profile of the Boneshaker slightly more. The only points against it is the slight price premium it has over the Headstock, but I am going to declare the Boneshaker a winner of this comparison. So guys, stay tuned to the next review, and cheers. Have a good one.